terbang. Oh, this is a instrument thingy.
Wow, ping pong, yeah? So, what place is this with your ping
this
pong
is the
sets and all that?
recreation center. Because again, a healthy body leads to a healthy mind.
Great.
So that's why everybody's healthy here.
Okay. So ping pong is one of the games where they actually find beneficial, yeah? Apart
That's
from
in-house.
working the whole day.
Besides the futsals, the golf, and blah blah blah.
Okay, and you yourself play golf, I
Yep,
understand.
I
Yeah.
do.
And
Not so good at it, you know.
okay, and I also understand you were involved in rally and all that.
Yeah, that was during my student days, just for fun.
So music, rally, golf,
Acting,
Yeah.
singing. Wow.
So that's very active, and I also understand that earlier you told us that you're very active. Hoptech is very active in the Philippines, also in India, and it must have taken a lot of money also to invest in all these projects and your expansion plans, and that was 2 years ago.
Right.
What contributed to all this expansion, and you know, what was the contributing factor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier we have said about what the internal ingredients were, our key personnel. Right. But again, one of the major thing is that these investors that came in. A big thank you to MEFCAP, LTAT, PNS, Astra, and Musharaka, who had the faith in us to grow as not only as a regional player but as a global player. So with that, we had the funds to spearhead and start our expansion plan in all these countries.
Yeah, so that helped a lot.
That helped a lot.
Yeah.
As well as, sorry to interrupt you, as well as the branding that they have. So again, with these big giants behind us, it's all about confidence. It's all about whether you're able to perform. But when you're backed up by these financial institutions, again, the customers are going to be, confident.
Okay, and I understand that you are planning or eyeing for listing as well this year. Now, what's the progress of that?
Right. There have been a slight delay by virtue that we are focused on getting the projects implemented. We are targeting for submission to SC somewhere on the second half of this year, and hopefully by that time we'll get more projects in, and again, valuation will again be based on what's going to be the sales funnels for this year. Yeah.
And from the money raised from the listing, where do you hope to expand further? Would that be also in India?
Okay. India again, for the unified tolling that we're going. We're going
Unified tolling.
Unified tolling for India. We're doing the first stretch from Delhi to Mumbai. Okay. Again, that's subject to the details of the commercial and technical side. So when upon raising funds on the listing, we want to strengthen on our R&D and our products. So because technology, you have to catch up with whatever is happening around the world. If not, you're going to be left behind and you're going to lose your competitive edge over time. Yeah. So in order to keep that up, R&D critical.
Yes, okay, and that needs to be developed from time to time.
Yeah.
Especially for India or everywhere else?
Everywhere else. Yep.
Okay, does that take a bulk of your budget as well?
Not really. So the key thing about R&D is actually the manpower. But in order to in order to get the right expertise and personnel, you obviously need the budget for that. Yeah.
All right. Now, for your projects in Malaysia and for the clients whom you service, you work on a turnkey basis. But for overseas projects, it's on a revenue sharing basis. Would that be more risky?
No. Okay. Two things to assess. Number one, we are doing what do you call it? Not to say shifting. We are sharing the risk with the local counterpart.
Okay.
Obviously, we are not 100% sure of how these countries are. The political game, the capital control, the FIC for investment. So because of that, we do partner with the locals to spread the risk and minimize the risk. So it's a calculated risk that we take in all these countries.
Okay. And in your road to expansion, especially regionally, what are the challenges ahead that you foresee?
Okay. So besides whatever is perceived as a country risk or financial performance risk, I think the main thing is actually our ability to maintain our stamina for the next decade. Again, I will still go ahead with whatever's important is actually in the mind. The mind and the heart. The passion got to be there.
Years ago, that at that point of time, Hoptech was basically putting things in together to actually come up with a proper solutions for their services to the vendors, we believe that at that point of time, maybe it is not that as yet suitable for MAVCAP to invest in that type of companies. But naturally, over time, HOPTECH has improved. They have actually put a good system in the business operation. They have done quite a bit of R&D. They have done a good market survey, and they have actually proven that their product is basically accepted in the market, in the local market, in overseas, and that actually given a good traction and for MAVCAP to consider to invest in HOPTECH.